Cross.
Cross.
So did you? Well, I guess we won't talk about tech stuff anymore. It's time
We'll
for
see.
Cross.
Tech stuff comes and goes as it pleases.
Yeah.
Time. Cross time. Time into time. Overtime. And Dancer.
Yep. We rolled Dancer.
Excellent.
Kind of sad that we lost wrestling, but
It's alright. Who knows which characters I'll actually end up with over the course of the rest of the game.
yeah.
For now, here we are. Here's Bruce, Bruce, and Bruce.
Bruce is pretty good. Pretty good starting character. Bruce, not so much.
Yeah, Bruce is just kind of assigned to us for the intro. You could get Bruce or any of the others.
Bruce, who is barely in the frame. I like that we have portrait. What do you even call them? Slabs.
Yeah,
Portrait slabs.
slices. Book edges. Yes, we're here in Chrono Cross, which I've read LPs of it back in the day, so I'm already aware of the events that take place in the plot. And I have heard the mechanics described, but I have not experienced them in motion.
A lot of spiders in this dungeon.
Many fairly disciplined spiders.
you are pre-equipped with many things.
Indeed. So core mechanics, everybody has stamina down there, which is kind of your time bar and also a fighting resource. You can spend 1, 2, or 3 stamina to do light, medium, and heavy regular attacks. And there's a flat cost of 7 stamina to invoke an element, which is what your spell system is. That grid down there next to each person is the space they have into which to allocate elements. Each of which can be used once per fight, and then refreshes. Creates an interesting economy, since, for example, if you have any recovery elements, you can just use them after each fight for recovery. Create this baseline to sustain you with over the course of a dungeon, however long it will last.
Healing after fights tends to not be a big deal if you have some healing elements around. It's not like you're using them every single fight either.
Where in all of this am I trying to go? Presumably the ominous middle circle? The old wizard ring? Or am I going deeper? We arrive comfortably in medias res. If something is going on that involves these bruises.
Yeah, it's kind of a running theme throughout this game, but they haven't really told you much about what's going on.
We will much later on, like this is actually a case of like, we start at the midway point of the story and then I think flash back to what's actually gonna get things started. So we eventually wrap back around to doing this dungeon.
We'll eventually be here, but our third character will probably be different.
Yes. Probably Bruce.
Yeah, I think Bruce is a pretty good contender.
Also interesting things because of that. There's no experience system in this. Your progression is very different in how it's metered out. This tries a bunch of novel mechanical things that other JRPGs didn't.
Some very strange things.
And then because of the kind of it's complicated about people's reactions to it, a lot of those were then left by the wayside. Rather than continuing to be experimented with. One of the things that's definitely not regrettable to have seen discarded from this is that it has like 200 characters, which you can use 3 of at a time.
Yes. You will probably only use like 10 to 12 characters.
It's a thing that over the course of the whole JRPG revisit and retrospective, it's one of those assumptions that settled into the genre without being examined, that giant ensemble casts are usually a detriment. Like, the more characters you add in, the more screen time you have to give them if you want them to matter in the story, or the more mechanical space you have to devote to making them usable. Otherwise, in a given pass of the game, most of them will be dead weight. Either plot-wise or function-wise.
Most of the characters do not matter plot-wise in this game.
Yes. It is to the point that the dialogue all over the place is the same for everyone, but they wrote an algorithm to put accents onto the dialogue, and each character has an accent file that says what they sound like in text. Like, FF6 almost pulled off having a big cast where everyone had a plot and did a thing, but it was very, very stretching the limits of that.
It was close. It gave everyone just a bit of story, some more than others.
And then the mechanical things they try to do to make sure all your characters get use have their own drawbacks. Because it's like, okay, spend 3 times as long doing your grind and your prep, because you're going to have to bring 12 people into this dungeon. Still spend most of the game using 4 at a time. This is called a sequel to Chrono Trigger.
I don't know if I'd say
it is barely so.
The Chrono Trigger.
Really, it's not?
It's not.
It's mostly its own standalone thing that then gets held at knife point and forced to make reference to Chrono Trigger a good ways in. Here is Bruce. She is vulgar and Australian. Bruce is our silent protagonist. It's like written on his character sheet.
Yeah, it is his descriptor.
The one they make sure will always be here is the one who has nothing to say.
The one, yeah. Guy who is always with you is always silent. Which is great.
Has a bandana, a sharpened boat oar, has light element, has no accent because he does not speak. Wake up, Bruce. What a weird dream you had about going on adventures with Bruce. And Bruce. You don't even know Bruce. Never met Bruce. And yes, among the usual JRPG traits, strong soundtrack, good composition going on, and in the case of the well-budgeted ones, pretty good art direction.
Yeah, very strong art direction for like a kind of later PS1 RPG.
There is visual design, there is themes. And it crashed.
Fuck.
Fascinating. The mysteries. Well, let's try to make our way back there, sort of quick-like.
Wasn't in battle. Yeah, there's that limiter.
Well, naturally, leaving it back on in order to re-enter vital data. Since a weird UI thing, it's scrolling off the edge of this makes you exit instead of wrap. Just scroll off in any direction and you go back to the arrow. Weird. And this time...
Hey, Bruce, what's up?
It's Bruce!
Oh, hey, Bruce! Oh, I never really get this character.
Yeah, there's alternate paths throughout the game that can deliver you to many different... Wow, even with... That's your walk speed.
Yeah, the walk speed is so
powerful
bad in this game. Like, the run is not really all that fast either.
The run is a walk.
Yeah, the run is... yeah. You will never get this character.
The rare Bruce.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters like that. Okay, gotta touch the wizard pillar.
Circle around. Evade the enemies since we're not even getting anything tangible out of this.
There is no experience to gain.
No experience, no items.
These Bruces are not real. This is not happening. This is just a simulation of something that may or may not happen in the near future. We've run the simulation many times. We found that there's mostly a Bruce in the third slot. That's about all we've learned.
There's no PC port of this to fall back on as well, so...
No.
If it crashes more, this is going to be a very brief starter session, after which I then attempt to disentangle the mystery.
It could just be like one setting in your whatchamacallit.
Yeah, somewhere in the
Plugin settings. And I haven't been able to find if like any of those settings are crucial.
Just some like post-processing or filtering or anti-aliasing.
Well, that was actually quite fast.
Yes.
You know, some games just don't do VSync. Just don't do it. Some games will not allow that, even though it's an option. Or depending on your hardware.
Okay, we're outside. Look at that fish.
Have you mashed the F1 button at all?
Well, yes, I should be using save states.
Yeah. 2 to change slots, I think. And then 3 to load.
At very least, in order to compensate for the instability.
Yeah, purely as a fallback. And right away, what I love how this is just a painting. This village.
It's a good looking background.
Yeah. There's some real nice colors here.
Yeah, Bruce here in his hometown have kind of a Pacific Islander vibe going on. Our idyllic small town life on island time. Some of this font is tiny though. Look at that buy and sell down there on the menu. Would those be legible on a CRT?
I used to play... when I was a kid playing this game, I had the TV like pretty close to me, so...
Yeah, I wonder what we actually have in our inventory at this point. Now that we have the official static Bruce.
The official Bruce. Real Bruce. Who is real.
Bruce who is awake.
And is not a dream.
Silent, 17, male, 5'7", 128. Ordinary build. White-handed.
Mute.
Those are numbers you care about. You can also note he has far fewer squares here than he did in the intro. He has a couple of square. Tablet, a cure +1, and an empty space. That's everything Bruce knows. Go ahead and grab one of each of those. A lot of fine cats in this town.
Standard fishing village, infested with cats.
Infested with cats. And occasional giant cat demons which maul children. As happens.
Yeah, that's like one of the few things that Bruce gets for his backstory is that he was afraid of cats.
Do not anger the sea. Well, we got the one by doing nothing. Just by being polite and complimenting a fish.
That is the correct thing, but you cannot harvest its scales.
That one is property. I've spent 10 years figuring out where to start carving this fish. Strange fantasy fish. Free amulet.
Nice. One thing I like about this game is that they illustrated all of the important items in the game.
Free amulet, which is no form of equipment.
No, it's in your special items.
Fellow who's done the very important job of establishing the idea of what if things had gone differently 10 years ago.
What if?
What if the incident?
What if the game hadn't crashed 3 times?
The worlds that could have been. Gonna go ahead and equip those. The tablet that we have there is a consumable. We have a finite supply of them, they don't refresh. Sure though, that's renewable. Tales of crime. And one of the tiny fragments of reference to other property that they have in here. Poor, yeah, that's a place.
Oh yeah? That place. In Chrono Trigger, do you remember?
That place that conquered us, and now we can't have the Snake Festival. And crash. Nice. Fascinating. That's what happens when you study poetry. You ruin everything. Time and space collapse. Now, is that one repeatable?
Can we crash it again?
May as well put some science to it.
Yeah.
It's the chef back here, that's Bruce.
Oh, yeah.
Some routes will lead to Bruce. Or if I misidentified, was that not Bruce? Such as Bruce adjacent?
Stay away from dwarves.
Dwarves will cut a man wide open. Alright, I'll have to juggle some cards again. In the middle future. Make sure that save files are kept in some manner of appropriate space. Destroy old man.
Old man in what looks like a military outfit.
Yes. Chief Admiral Captain. And so yes, another interesting mechanical thing that is done is the field effect. That series of concentric circles, well, ellipses up there. The battlefield remembers the flavors of the last 3 spells that were cast. And using effects that are still up there on the field get buffed. They're like some moves that require you to set up a field in advance before you can activate them. I like it.
Just killed you with a ball of water. Sorry, here,
It's
let me
fine.
revive
He puts
you
you back together. I guess he wants us to tablet. So yes, further thing that since items are elements, items have a flavor. Your consumables influence the field.
You finished the lesson. Good job. Now die.
Old men are very powerful. That's how you get to the top. There's a lineup to use the save point.
Hey, are you using that? I need to tell it all of my everything in my head. It listens to me.
Bits like that are the extent of the sequel that exists here. There will be all kinds of fragments of shoutouts.
Did you see if they did the good? It's the callback.
It's that guy from that time.
It's that guy.
That dude who looked for things. Except you died centuries ago. Or yeah, there we go. Just tack a number on and you can use the same character at any time.
Oh, I didn't know this guy was here, actually.
Stout gardening. Account well rounded.
He's pretty well hidden, actually. He kind of blends in.
Perhaps someday we'll be powerful enough to defeat the old man.
Maybe. Alright. The beach.
Yeah. Beach dungeon. Let's go. The tutorial undid all my assignment.
No.
Nice.
Yeah, I think this is up there for some of the better looking games on the PS1.
We do accumulate some numbers, just not in an expend level format.
Well, I think you gain levels when you beat bosses, and then your stats go up after as a result of regular battles afterwards. In other words, it kind of happens in the background and you don't really pay attention to it.
Something a lot of JRPGs could benefit from. Easing up on the numbers.
You mean just having lower numbers
really
in
just,
general?
I mean, having the curve be less demanding.
Ah.
Talking about the need for grind.
Yeah, difficulty curve. Chrono Trigger, you don't really need to grind it.
Make your critical path contain a good amount of numbers.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger is probably one of those games I'd say that, and if you do like any of the side content at all, you accumulate number, and it's usually enough. I'd say it's one of the more balanced games, JRPGs that I've played. Well, there he goes.
Yeah, got it.
You did it. You did the move.
Puzzle solved. And crash. Where what it now appears to be, now that we have 3 points of data to go from, I think it's just a function of uptime?
Yeah.
This is happening at regular intervals.
I had that thought.
Maybe
maybe you just start flipping things on your plugin. You know, reasonable things.
And away we go. The beach! Finally here!
Okay, I left to grab a drink real quick. Did we flip anything at all?
Several switches were flipped. Who knows what will happen?
Alright, multi-ball. I mean, I don't even know what the situation term is.
I mostly turned off options. There's a bunch of things that the emulator is offering to do for prettying things up and re-rendering.
Which does kind of matter for Chrono Cross. You know, it's a good-looking game. Yeah, I also, I hated Kate Sith, but Crimbleshins seems pretty cool.
Crimbleshins is the far superior buddy. Time will only tell what can be made of Bruce.
Come on, get him. Yeah. The one you are actually intended to catch.
This will mean all my elements are unassigned again. My perfectly good fireball I bought.
Yeah, probably. Aqua Beam, but more.
Yeah, that's a part of how this works, right? The farther right on the grid you put something, the more powerful it gets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, each element has an innate level, and if it's placed above that level on the grid, because it goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going from left to right on the grid, then it just gets a boost.
The beach.
The other beach. The actual beach.
Good beach. And also a good thing going on with the overworld here. Areas become permeable if you've been through them. We can enter the rocks from either side.
For the most part, is good about that. At times, is good about that. Have you saved?
Yes.
Okay.
I have stated. Chrono Cross, 15 minutes at a time. If the hypothesis holds, the next incident won't be too far off.
Yeah.
You know what, just while we're here, briefly open up the old system manager. Yeah, it's not using weird amounts of RAM or process, it's just there.
Emulating a PS1. That's what you told me to do, right?
Are we sure these crashes didn't occur on original hardware?
Yeah, this game is actually really hard to play.
Was it known for causing PS1s to explode? Is this happening because I can't take the emulator and flip it upside down?
Well, there's a setting for that in DS Mume, or Mune, or whatever that is. You can flip that one upside down. You can blow into the microphone by pressing a key on your keyboard.
Really, I'm not supposed to ambush this thing from above.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that is for this one.
Yeah.
I guess the movement puzzle for that one then is close the cave and then approach it from the other side.
That sounds pretty good. Bruce is excited. Just really wants to get that necklace.
Yeah, they sure put a delay on that.
Yeah, he's got to wind up.
Yeah, give him that beam.
Oh no, he's got a beam.
It's fine. Oh, there was another target? What? When did you get here?
Oh, yeah. Weird, I didn't see him either. He's kind of just off on the side.
Been hiding in the distance.
Yeah, I love their posture. They always look very alert, but also kind of excited, and now dead. Good job.
And that's all we need. But is there a use in getting an extra scale?
There might be. I don't know for certain, but there it is.
The satisfaction of carrying around that extra Komodo scale for the next 40 hours.
You can always look at it in your inventory, and it's real fucking shiny.
And there's the crown.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ah.
Pristine.
For fuck's sake.
Clockwork.
Did you run a timer this time by any chance?
Not yet.
I don't know if that would give any useful data.
Right, let's go the opposite direction and tell it to go extreme quality. Maybe it's cutting a corner and that's what's killing it. Time to look real good.
Yeah.
And crash immediately. Okay. That's not it.
You asked for too much. Too much cross. Okay.
Now, when is this? How many scales are we?
Well, I don't think the dragons respawn, so... It's probably after you got the one on this screen. Entire population of these dragons is going to die out because young girls need these necklaces.
They're too shiny.
Shouldn't have been so shiny. What were you thinking?
Found a whole bone. Some real investigation is going to have to happen after the session. We have ourselves a mystery.
What fucking setting is going to allow us to play the game?
What setting, what update, what aftermarket plugin? Like, this is even different from the instabilities that happened in FF8. There it went fine for hours, and a specific event caused it to break.
Yeah. I managed to somehow play that whole game through, emulated.
Here, the entire game is made of phone spider.
It kinda is. That is the thing that really messes things up when you're emulating it. No dragon on this screen.
Just this one. Also, yes, the thought of running a PS1 image on a PS2... Hello. Hello, Mama Dragon.
Hello.
That makes things even worse. Dare I fight the Elder? Give her the beam!
Yeah. You can take her.
Yeah, PS2 emulation is even more sketchy than what's available for PS1. Alright, we got this. It's fine. Bruce received 1 of 1 stars.
You beat a boss.
That's how we get more grid.
You got more square. Put that in the official record that we murdered this amount of wildlife.
Save at both magnitudes. Write it into the pyramid. Right, the beach.
The beach!
Finally, the beach. Are there any upgrades?
We may have
Right,
materials.
there's a crafting system.
Yeah, you've been collecting shit. Also, neither of those are...
Those aren't
ores.
for Bruce. Those are for Bruce. We don't have Bruce yet. And that's worse than what we have. This is what we already have. Alright, there is nothing to be done here. To the beach.
Yeah, Chad is talking about the Blood Pact, and I'm pretty sure it's... I mean, you were the one who used that term in the first place.
Yes.
I feel like I contribute regularly to the pack, though. I just kind of do one wherever. I choose ones that I don't mind playing. Ty just plays the worst one possible.
Blood Pact carries no actual obligations or enforcement mechanisms. Very informal.
No.
Blood is.
In blood, though. Informal. But in
Casual
blood. Casual blood.
I don't know which of these choices in dialogue will have any influence over the plot branches that occur. I'm just gonna wing it. Yeah, sure, I remember the incident. That time when the things... Yeah. There are a couple of branch points in the story that influence which characters you get. So then also on New Game Plus, you get to keep unlocked everyone that you had during your previous run. They'll just at some point all abruptly show up.
Collect the whole set. Don't do that. Don't.
No idea what the minimum number of laps is to get all of them. That will not be pursued here. Bruce is young. Bruce is full of spirit. Bruce won't let the world weigh him down. At Bruce.
I love sleeping face down on the beach. In the sand.
And crash. Excellent.
Time.
Plot that curve. We have new data. $14.30. Sounds about right. Alright, the limiter is restored.
Okay. Here we are, on the beach. Finally. The beach.
To the lizard rocks, where the flying fish are. You know.
Yeah, I remember these guys.
They've always been here. Those fish.
Good job on finding that hidden nothing there.
Well earned.
Was that approximately 12 minutes?
Yeah, we'll just in the aftermath, we'll just segment this out between the crashes and have some vintage 2007 LP.
Oh. Yeah, and upload 3,000 videos to YouTube.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm.
Attain mastery of the algorithm. That advertisement density.
Chrono Cross, but in 15-minute bite-sized chunks. It's easy to digest.
Now available at Blip TV/A Raving Loop. The lizards aren't afraid of humans here. They should be. We will fix this.
No, that's actually equipment.
Bone Helm. Defense and M defense. Alright. Oh, and this was equipment that I didn't bother to put on ever.
Extra hit percent.
More accuracy, yeah.
Accuracy is pretty important in this game.
Mm-hmm. Need to confirm those hits.
If you don't get those hits, you can't cast your spells. It actually makes those boss fights pretty tense when you don't get those hits. It's frustrating.
Let's get a couple of these. You know, just in case we get any green inflicted on us, or blue.
Yeah, I hate when blue happens. Would you like to buy some air?
Nobody recognizes Bruce.
Sorry, Bruce? I don't know
Bruce.
Bruce.
This chicken owns our house. They can talk. They can own property.
I mean, this is actually my place, but I don't care if you're here. Also, there is now a dog in our house instead of a cat. This is very unsettling. What has happened?
It's a nice idol you got there. Well, you take it easy.
Like those cat statues. Was that the guy who gave you the shark tooth?
Yes.
Can you give it back to him? Can you show it to him?
Who knows?
know there's a way you could bring up your key items and, like, use them. I don't remember. A 12-minute warning.
Bruce died 10 years ago.
During that incident. 10 years ago.
What if things had gone differently 10 years ago?
10 years ago?
10 years. How much could change? There you go. There will be very minimal time travel in this story, because instead, dimension travel. Two parallel universes, one with and one without Bruce. And then a variety of other differences, but the immediate one, the Bruce lives or Bruce drowns timelines.
You see, Bruce, you really had a wonderful dimension.
A lot of people depended on you, Bruce. Alright, let's see if I can brandish a key item.
I think it's like either select or square or something.
And there's the crash, right on schedule.
Fucking...
If only we had some sort of protecting... Can the idol shield us from tech problems?
Mojo, please. Mojo, save us.
So given the data at this point, it's probably more a problem with the emulator itself. Let me just go ahead and get another number in mind. If I pop open the old task manager. No, it's using as much RAM as it did before. So unless it ramps up very abruptly at the incident, it's not a memory leak.
Around 14 minutes in, it just hemorrhages and dies. RAM.
There's probably a newer version of this that exists than what I have at the moment. I haven't updated anything about it in a while. Alright, there we go. That's what this menu is for.
Yeah. It was you.
What if you could fish? Real good. If you'd started 10 years ago. Alright, nice dialogue, but, Idle? What do you... No? No response?
No?
You
Nothing?
want some Komodo scales, Idle? Well, alright then. For some of these, I will look up what the requirements are to get them, just to be sure. Because there are plenty of excellent Bruce out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of good characters. It's also worth being kind of thorough in this game because the characters are kind of well hidden.
Everyone's real excited for the Viper Festival! That still happens and wasn't cancelled due to war.
I gave up on poetry 10 years ago after that incident.
Years ago. Just seemed like something vaguely Bruce-like was missing from my work. If only. There's still thieves on the mainland. Crime exists in all worlds.
Yes, I heard it from another you.
The chef went on a journey. In all dimensions, there is always a line for the save point. And the town has a different chief.
Just a single cat in that field. Wow, we really are in a new dimension.
In a world.
It's all different.
Why'd they bury Bruce on the other side of the steam cavern?
I don't know. Ooh, new element.
Electro Jolt.
A new color.
That cure into the other level 1 slot. And then, yeah, Aqua Beam stays in our top position. Yeah. You're under arrest for ghost crime. In this dimension, not only is Bruce dead, he is highly illegal. Now we fight. Salt, pepper, karsh.
You're in luck. No one brought the right color element today.
The tutorial for elements, where the enemy forgot to bring any elements. Good times. And yeah, the cursor is nice enough to inform us of what aspect each target is. 2 yellow, 1 green. Magma Bomb.
Magma Bomb hits everyone.
Good times. Yeah, there we go. That was probably an elemental pairing. Red and blue,
Yep.
yellow v green, white v black.
That is correct. Not hard to remember. Minute warning.
See if we can at least wrap this up.
Yeah. I think you got him.
Yes.
He's kind of tired. He's got neat pants. I always like this guy's pants.
Bruce and friends, get Star! Get that bone axe! Lots of things to get used to. A lot of characters have verbal tics. Everyone has things they say. Catchphrases. Suffixes. It's everywhere. There we go. You get to name people when you collect them. Finally found you, Bruce.
Hey, Bruce.
And Crash. Set your watch by it. As long as no one task takes longer than 14.5 minutes.
Huh.
It's fine. So we could decline. We could refuse to team up with Bruce, and this is not actually a but thou must. This is like a first opportunity to choose a branch. Do you Bruce or do you anti-Bruce?
Yeah.
Does Bruce ride alone, or does Bruce accept fate and stand with Bruce? This feels like the more natural lap one. I mean, we saw this in a dream.
It's okay, I know a place we can stay. I know a guy.
A teleporter.
The name of the item has her verbal tick.
I told you I don't know Bruce. What more do you want? Alright, so is the gear available at this shop for Bruce, and is it better than what they have? Nah, we're fine. Give you a hat. And let's see, your grid is, yeah, Fireball, Magma Bomb, Fireball +2. Let's give you some extra fire. Medium fire. Oh, the status cures are level 2 items.
Yes. Honestly, that stuff doesn't really show up in battle all that often.
They just have Rainbow Shell here, at the stall, in this tiny island village. A little bit of Rainbow Shell.
Did you keep that rainbow shell?
No. Probably no.
Damn.
I would expect they made it go back. Well, we probably don't need more of those. We'll find better. Also, friend, are you sure you don't want to maybe part with your idol that is vaguely the shape and size of Bruce?
Hang on.
How many hours before I can recruit Straw Bruce?
Did you go back into the basement?
In this world, she is terrified of Komodo Scav.
Aha.
Who would do that? Do I just have to be persistent with the shark tooth?
Yeah, try it again. I think it has to be after the fight with Karsh.
After acquiring the teleporter.
Yes. Oh, yeah, because you're right.
Yes, we went over this yesterday, sir. Go put that thing away and leave me alone. Cat statues? Look, buddy, you have a great collection of idols here. You got plenty of gods to go around. Just spare one of your gods for a friend.
So it says you just have to leave the place, the room.
There we go.
I just realized there's a giant nail in him.
Now we're talking.
Hey, look, your god told you to deal with reality.
Go get a job. Such is the holy word of Bruce.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a confusing game to talk about.
Form your party.
Oh yeah, you can see stats, so let's compare.
Bruce is strong, whereas Bruce is nimble, and Bruce is very fast and very durable on the magic front, less so on the attack. Bruce is a tank, whereas Bruce is a rogue, and Bruce is your all-round protagonist. At last, the pact is formed.
Alright, welcome to the team. Maybe this family can return to normal now? Have we solved this universe's problem?
One of them. Many more await also, yeah, so... Yeah, Bruce's dark element. Bring any spells with him.
No, I don't think so.
His grid is entirely vacant, so we should go grab him some ammunition. Cure, couple fireball, couple beam. That will do to get Bruce started. Put your cure up at the top. Where... Yeah, there we go.
"12-minute warning."
There's the Hydra Marsh, where we're not supposed to go for fear of Hydras. Dwarves.
Also, just, I don't know, poison. The air is poison.
Alright, let's try out Bruce. Here in Bone Valley.
He's just always dancing, huh?
Love is always in the air.
You just can't feel it.
Yeah, and so eventually it becomes an important part of team composition to like try to build towards element synergies. Because if you're all over the place, then the field will never get synchronized and homogeneous.
I never cared about the field. Only in the instance of doing special things later on in the game.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that it affected damage. Also, his Fierce hits all enemies, doesn't it?
It's quite the move. That powerful
right.
wiggle.
You got
That's
the
what
field
sorcery
effect.
looks like.
Unfortunately, he is terrible at magic.
Head crash.
Damn it. I knew it was...
Love is always in the air.
Death is always certain.
Death is all around us.
You just can't feel it. Do you get like a... How does it crash anyway? Do you get like
Immediately and silently, it just stops.
Ah.
Every 14.5 minutes. Exactly.
Someone has to know something about this. I'm gonna go take a few minutes to heat up some dinner, but I'll be back.
Alright. Fierce Bruce. No, still a single target move. And even if Bruce is terrible at casting, he can at least prime the field for other people's moves. A support Bruce. Bruce is very combo focused. Yes, I am an exorcist. I am the Reverend Bruce. These are my assistants, Bruce and Bruce. We will cast out these evil spirits in the name of our patron spirit, Bruce. Well, let's see. What are the flavors here? Green on the sides, white in the center. Alright, you stop this right now. In Bruce's name. The astounding discovery of an animal that won't stop screaming. But still, not the cause of this noise. A different noise. There is some criteria that allows each character to develop, like, a signature move that's an element unique to them. Bruce already had his in the intro, the photon ray he was carrying. At least I think so. Or no, he had like a slice and dash or something. Photon ray is generic. But he had some manner of technique. Part of his boat or fighting style. Bird is strong. Bruce is stronger. Ah, I see. The move. Farewell, Bruce. Where do we go to revive? Okay. First standards. I just burn a tablet. And we're good to go. Yes. Yes. Good. It's you. A side quest. We have a skull. In time, we may yet assemble the remaining components of Bruce. There. Now we're owed payment for service. So this comedy duo is going to be used for a bunch of tutorializing right before the crash. Splendid. It's getting spicy. Stay safe, Bruce. Alright. Made it. spruce up. Ah, there we go. Yes, their innate techniques just show up on the grid and are locked into some positions. Then we have Voodoo Dance. We have Pilfer. And Dash and Slash. Good times all around. Almost everyone who has a portrait is recruitable. Eventually, on some path. Finally, a save point. Also, yes, get your fill of this mouth harp and bagpipe combination. Ice Flame. Tell me more. Cold Fire. Not that anyone can agree what Cold Fire is. Except for famous and valuable. So we're gonna have a minor choice coming up relatively early here. You pick one of 3 people to help you do a heist. Each gives you a different variation on the quest, and gives you that person for your team. There's a status cure for every color. Yeah, preemptively stock a bunch of those. Agreed. We do crime. Need to get to the bottom of this 15-minute time interval. Someday. Okay, that's not a real building. Good to know. Festival.
Festival.
Festival. So while you were away, we went to the valley, did an exorcism, found a skull.
Good.
Now we're in town.
Does that skull maybe in some way resemble a clown, maybe?
Yeah, it's got a bit of a Bruce look to it.
Ah.
And an egg. We retrieved egg. Egg and flour.
An egg? I don't know anything about an egg.
Not gonna commit to any of the paths yet. Let's introduce each of them and then maybe put it to a vote, and then that should carry us about to the next crash, and then the next session can start on deciding how to infiltrate Viper Manor. So, one of our options. Bruce the Dancer. We'll distract the guards so that we can sneak in. See if we can find... Well, I've already passed by one of the other options. We'll be more talkative now that we have introduced the idea of crime. Here in the bar. We could team up with Bruce and combine our unrelated heists to one combo heist.
Double heist.
He's been planning to break into that mansion for years. Criminal mastermind, Bruce.
And the other one.
Which fortune do we need, Red?
Yeah. I like this guy. You can just read fortunes for your characters.
Also, yeah, are you dead? Were you resurrected recently? You seem dead.
Were you dead, like, yesterday, maybe?
Did you die 10 years ago? Do you have some kind of incident in your past? A live mermaid. Well, goodbye. I know who our remaining option is, but I'm not sure where they are.
I feel like they're somewhere around here. They're somewhere on the outskirts
maybe on the
of
shore.
town. They're towards one corner of the town.
Alright, now does giving him the flower commit to this, though? Or is this just introductory?
I think this is just introductory. Could save state before doing it, though. He's not the third character.
Alright then, maybe I was misreading. I know the vague, overarching, but most of the details. Firmly hazed. Been years.
No, the other one is a very different Bruce.
Alright, good to see that done. Are you third heist option? Oh, alright. He is our gatekeeper for once we've decided which heist we want to pull.
Yeah. I don't think he's an option. He doesn't come with us into the manor.
Just there to facilitate other people's crimes. Also, is there a... I spy a polygon there. Is there something at the base of this other than... I guess that's the bouquet.
That's the flower, yeah.
Out on an errand at Fossil Valley. Yeah, who's a third character then for choice of path?
It's the French guy.
And Crash.
And crash.
Get back in there.
It was down the other path, I think.
Whoever recruit, I'm not sure they'll be able to compete with Bruce. Bruce is off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, I don't know if you have to take them with you into the... Like, I never had a fourth character at the time.
I only have one copper.
Oh no. The menu has been opened.
Well, see, the fact that there's 200 million characters means there's a lot of weapon types.
Yeah.
But fortunately, you can recycle your trash items back into material.
Yes, you can. Oh no, you've caused an argument. What have you done?
Ruined a sword is what we've done.
He's just gonna chuck it outside. Gotta start over. Oh, I was joking, but he's actually...
Yes. It is only very slightly better than our previous sharp stick.
Yeah, but it looks different in battle.
Ah, there you are. Mysterious swordsman. go ahead and get that poll going. All those in current attendance can follow along.
Dance Bruce, Basque Bruce, or French Bruce? Which Bruce?
So I suppose there's a further step needed to prepare this Bruce.
Oh yeah, he needs an additional step.
We have to find the medallion.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you'll have to worry about that, though. Looks like Dance Bruce is ahead with 52% of the vote.
Trophies from sports. This is not your brother, Bruce. Someday we'll find him.
What?
The truth is out there. There we go. Child has medallion. We have all necessary prerequisites by which to select a Bruce. Yeah, that vote's looking pretty stabilized. The choice is made. Let us use this time interval to select our Bruce. Oh, the dog moved as well. That dog was there to make sure we go into the shop and see Bruce before we see the child. But I'll go finish mapping the town. Let's visit this remaining building.
Yeah, there's like one more building to visit. This town's really nice.
Very pleasant layout.
Yeah. It looks really good. Rules to live by.
But is it art?
Oh, would you know?
Top-notch parenting. Alright. The die is cast.
Okay. Dance Bruce.
Let's crime. Right, it looks like for now they aid you in crime, and then you'll recruit them later. Perhaps after crime.
So their thing was in the forest.
Yes.
Sort of roundabout route that eventually connects to the manor.
And then Bruce was going to approach by boat, and Bruce was willing to just walk up to the front door and ask to be let in.
Yeah.
Where the manor, I believe, is this thing over here? Yes. Oh, we're heading over there, and hey, look, there's that crater. There's that structure where the dream.
There it is.
We'll get back there eventually. And actually, as said, well, we'll wind down here, but first, let's demo our moves. Supposing there's enough time left in the interval.
I don't think you have any time left in this interval.
We'll see. Fight me, forest creature.
There you go.
Very nimble. Very quick.
Yeah, you have... Those are like 99% chance hit, so it's just... They're dodging then?
I guess. The move. Signature technique of Bruce.
The dance.
We didn't spend any iron back at the shop. They asked about iron, but we had only copper, so we have a copper stick.
Yeah.
Quickly, quickly, resolve the fight, collect the loot.
We were running out of time.
Get back outside. Nope. Nope, this is exactly where I have a state immediately after that fight. However, this is as far as we got. At the 12-second mark, time has frozen. How could things have gone differently 10 years ago?
But maybe we could have lived, you know, not in intervals of 15 minutes.
What if every 15 minutes you drowned?
What if you just reset or just lost a few minutes and didn't really know what you were doing?
We never left time compression.
Memento. Time compression is like being in Memento.
Cross.